Welcome to the France 24 interview. Our guest today is Asia Bibi. She's a Pakistani Christian who was condemned to death in her country in 2010, accused of blasphemy by her neighbors, her Muslim neighbors, in her native Punjab. She spent 9 years in prison before being acquitted. This acquittal caused the anger of religious groups, forcing her to hide in her country and to be exfiltrated to Canada, where she is now living in hiding. She now wants to live in France in order to stay with the person who saved her life, the French journalist Isabelle Tollet, with whom she has written her story, a book which is being published called At Last Free, published by Éditions du Rocher. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me. I am grateful to the city of Paris for welcoming me. Thank you all for your love, your kindness, and your warm greetings. I am delighted to be here in Paris. One clarification, however, I spent 10 years in prison, and now I have the good fortune of being here with you. This is a very special time for me. I cherish it.
I would like to go back to a more painful moment for you. On the 14th of June 2009, you were out picking fruit in the countryside, and on that day, it was very hot. You decided to drink water from a well, and then a dispute occurred with two of your neighbors, and it was the beginning of your drama.
Yes. Yes, that day I went berry picking. It was a hot June day. As you may know, June is a very hot month in Pakistan. And it was the season for berry picking. And there was an altercation over water with some of my neighbors. It should never have happened. I was asked to fetch water. And then I was accused of blasphemy for drinking from the same cup.
Yes, because your neighbors accused you of making the water impure, and then there was a dispute during which you said that everybody should live together in peace. It was true for Jesus, but also for the Prophet Muhammad. And you were criticized for this by your neighbors and then by the villagers.
Yes, absolutely. Those were my words. I called for peace. I called for peaceful coexistence. That is the message of Jesus Christ. That is also the message of the Holy Prophet Muhammad. We should all live together in harmony. I do wish to clarify that these women were settling a score. There was a running feud with the head of my village. This man had previously insulted my daughters. These women who accused me, they insulted me as well. I felt offended. The abuse had been going on for a year. And they used a drink of water as an excuse, claiming I was forbidden to drink from the same cup as Muslims, saying I was unclean, I was accused of blasphemy, I was incarcerated for 10 years. By the grace of God, I have now been acquitted. My name has been cleared. I cherish this freedom. I knew I had spoken the truth. I knew I had said nothing wrong. My faith was strong. I had done nothing wrong. I was convicted even though I was innocent, and I knew God would set me free.
So you described the prison, the violence, the torture, including psychological torture, the guards and other prisoners. You also described the intervention of two major politicians, the governor of Punjab at the time, Salman Taseer, who was in charge of, and the Minister of Minorities, that we will free you, we know you are innocent, but they were both assassinated because they defended you. At that time, did you lose hope? And did you think that maybe you would commit suicide because you thought you would never be freed.
Yes, that's true. These individuals were killed for no other reason than standing up for me. They fought injustice. They reviewed my case. They found insufficient evidence against me. I cried my heart out for 5 whole days after each assassination. And looking back, these are horrible, unspeakable crimes. 2 innocent men were killed. But I wish to say that in my heart, I know they're not gone. They still live in our hearts. They now rest with God. My children, too, paid a very dear price. My children were deprived of their mother's love. Their schooling was disrupted. These are the hardships I managed to overcome through patience, through fortitude.
What is striking is that you were acquitted in October 2018, and after that, for 7 months, you had to stay in your country in hiding, protected by the authorities, because this acquittal provoked the anger of religious groups. Wasn't it even worse? You were acquitted by the Supreme Court of Pakistan, and you had to live in hiding.
Yes. Security was obviously an issue. Security is still an issue. It is true that the Supreme Court of Pakistan overthrew my sentence. I respect my country. I respect its authorities because they ended up finding me not guilty. And I will continue to feel this love and respect for my country till my dying day. I was born and raised in Pakistan. It is my country. I carry my country in my heart. This being said, I have forgiven all those who have trespassed against me.
Prime Minister Imran Khan paid tribute to your acquittal, but quite visibly, he cannot change the law on blasphemy, which has existed for a long time, which was toughened in 1986. Is it your appeal that this law should be at least repealed?
Yes, that is what I wish for. And I would like to direct this message to Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan. I call for a reform of the law. 10 years in prison is a very harsh sentence. I believe the law must be changed. Adjustments must be made. I never had a say. Nobody ever heard my side of the story, and yet I spent 10 years in prison. I was sentenced to death, and I hope this will never happen to anyone again.
And this continues to happen to other people.
I know this is still happening, and it's heartbreaking because it shouldn't. My message is a message of love and peace. It is the message of both Jesus Christ and the Holy Prophet Muhammad. Both wanted us to live together in peace as brothers and sisters. I wish for peace in my country.
Your book is called Finally Free, but you're not totally free. You live hidden in Canada under protection. You will probably be living in France soon, but still you are under threat. Do you still feel in danger because of what you now represent?
Yes, I have received many threats. I have heard a lot of things. As a result, I do believe security measures are necessary. It's true that I am free, but anything could happen anytime.
You say you love your country, When you were exfiltrated from Pakistan, the authorities said to you, you're leaving, but you will never come back to Pakistan. Do you think you will ever set foot in Pakistan again?
Yes. Yes, I do. I hope to be back with all my heart. God set me free, and I do believe I will one day have the opportunity to go home.
Asia Bibi, thank you very much for having come to the set of France 24 to bear witness. Your book is published by Éditions du Locher, Finally Free, written with Anne-Isabelle Tollet. Thank you for having watched the interview on France 24.
Thank you all. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Many thanks also to Canada for welcoming me to the European Union, and also many thanks to France for its warm welcome and for making me an honorary citizen of the city of Paris. Thank you also to Anne-Isabelle Tollet. She was the first in France to speak in my name. France holds a very special place in my heart. I feel respected here. My name used to be Asia Noreen, and thanks to Anne-Isabelle Tollet, my name is now Asia Bibi. Thank you all for your love. It's been a pleasure meeting so many kind individuals, including the mayor of Paris, Anne Hidalgo. Many thanks to the President of France for entertaining my request for asylum. Many thanks to France and the people of France. My prayers are with you.
Thank you very much.